What's up, guys and gals, all you tadpoles? This is terrible because I have my mic. Let me turn the light on. See, it's actually been so long already since I tried to do it the first time, and people were here, sister and all that as a kid, so my nephew was crying and all that and going in and out of the door. So I sat here for 20 minutes tearing up thinking, will I ever be able to try it again? Because it was my fault. I didn't put the sound on. I should have checked. I knew I was going to have to check, but I didn't anyway. I was too ambitious and excited to get back with you guys after a month and a half, it feels like, of just not doing it. But I'm going to try and figure out what I said, because I can't even hear what I said, right? So I can't even know. And if I wanted to autistically go by and type down everything I said, I don't even know what I said because it didn't record. It didn't get picked up by the laptop because it was going to a mic that wasn't picked up. And so now, let me turn the volume up. Now I'm gonna remember everything I said. On my desk, my camera's up here, the only place I can really put it, and I might talk faster. Sorry, but I'm gonna pull a Sam Hyde and keep looking up, but without the cigar. You know, he's got, because the camera's up here. But what I wanted to do is, this is about 2 weeks old. Let me find it, folks. There it is. And here it is. Let's share. I'm getting lit up, guys, all these vibrations, because something went on. The guy that Zoe Quinn accused of rape and wrongdoing, or whatever, sexual misconduct, got fired. Now he was hopeless. He ended up committing suicide. So I was talking shit about her, and everybody's lighting me up. So, you know, Ethan Ralph, check out Ralph Retort. And as I always do, look how small my screen is now. Follow Hard Bastard, of course. He's who got me started streaming. In a sense, he didn't say go out and do it. He said, or he just did things. I thought, oh, so a normal guy can do it. So check him out. Funny guy. Like I said, Ralph Retort, who I keep getting buzzes from because he retweeted me. Check that out. Cool people. But here's my thing from like 2 weeks ago. But the reason that I want to do it anyways is because I feel like it's indicative of what's coming. You know, they say Trump's insane, Trump is mentally unfit, the 25th Amendment, then there's always a Russian agent, oh, and then there's financial fraud, oh, there's nepotism. They'll recycle this. So this was really not just a one-time thing. The left never does, and I know the left is a term, but you know what I mean. The REEEsisters, they pick one thing, one arrow out of their quiver, and then, you know, they're going to use it again. It's just not cycled again. So this will be used again. This was just a dry run to see if it'd work. Look. This was in New Hampshire, the rally we're talking about 2 weeks ago. It was August 17th. See, it's the 31st. You know, Father's birthday was yesterday. Old fart. Think he's 60. Love you, Dad. You gotta love your parents. But let's get into it. It's almost like hashtag empty Seat MAGA Tour was completely AstroTurf, meaning, you know, not organic. They made an issue out of something so that they could say, aha. One. It's like when somebody dumps water in McDonald's floor just so they can slip on it and say it was McDonald's. No, you AstroTurfed your own injury. It's not real. 1. Claim tickets. 2. Don't go. At least real REEEsisters will actually use their ticket to go in and spurg in the crowd for us. If you really cared about what you were doing, you wouldn't say, oh, it's too far to drive. Oh, it's embarrassing. Oh, I don't want to even spend gas to go fight Trump. Well, then you don't really care. Because real people are willing to sacrifice. At least I can respect somebody who gets up in there with a Trump shirt that says Trump's a killer, or, you know, free our children from cages, crap like that. Even if it's a lie, they're going out there and putting their nuts on the line. 3. Empty Trump rally. Lol. 4. Pretend they're not connected at all. MAGA Trump. So this guy Sheetsy at Halcyon_youth. This is August 16th, 201. Look, I registered for tickets to this rally and, oops, I forgot that I don't even live in the same state. OMG, so silly, taking the Lord's name in vain. I missed it. I sure hope that others don't make the same mistake at future rallies. He's asking for people to do it. He's starting a trend. He's trying to recruit for the next time it's done. It would be horrible if no one else or no one showed up. It would be so sad. Look at that with the Trump. Hashtag empty Seat MAGA Tour. So sad. He's trying to be like Trump. Now, I know I'm a theologian, and not everybody that watches this is a theologian. I'm not trying to get you religious, or not even religious. I'm a faith person. But it's funny because even Satan, people say, oh, he's so crafty, he's so this and that, he's got order to it. There's, the angels, his hell's angels and things like that. He's got a protocol to him. No, it's a perversion of God's protocol, what was already there. That's what people like this do. He can say, well, I'm using Trump's stuff against him to mock him. Well, actually, you're taking Trump's stuff and perverting it because you don't have anything of your own. Just like Satan taking what God's order from heaven and making hell out of it. Satan doesn't have, some demonic order. He's taking order and perverting it and using it for himself. Doesn't mean he came up with it. Same with this. So sad. See, these people's identities are in resisting Trump. So basically, they get their identity and etc., like their meaning from resisting Trump. So here's Manchester, New Hampshire. See, look, half the people in the comments on this be like, actually, well, then the red hats right now. Seek help. What a loser. But anyways, this guy, what a freaking clown. So what I wanted to say is, I'll go back to my single face. Now, my brother's coming home, just like, as soon as my sister leaves the damn house, my brother's coming in. God bless having a big family. I'm not saying I'm not blessed just because I noticed that it's hard, to get stuff like this done. But let me get this on my phone. New phone, by the way. I'm blessed. And I'm gonna tell you what I told this. The reason I advertise Hard Bastards, because like I said, he gives me, hey, some random guy can do it, I can, and that's not a aspersion towards him. He wants to be known as a regular guy. You don't have to suit and tie to do this stuff, and other people like Sticks, Hex, and Hammer, all this stuff, right? Rageaholic. They're just regular guys like us. And that's how we're gonna, talk about stuff like this and get it going. But I said, in the rally, fire marshals would not allow people in after the doors were closed, as is protocol of the building code. The Secret Service would not like other people coming in after that fact either, as it causes extra confusion for them. They don't want people moving in and out after things are set, right? Because that just, who's coming in? Is this somebody that's been vetted or not? Who knows if they came in, right? The empty seats behind Trump could be one. The flag was blocking the view of Trump for that part of the crowd. Some seats that could probably see him from that angle were still left empty. 2, Secret Service didn't want them filled for security reasons. 3, people registered for tickets and not going, which is what, happens here. The flag in the Secret Service is a hypothesis to many because it's not concrete. I can't say for sure. However, there are documented tweets of REEEsisters, and that's what I call them. The guy I just showed you, one of them, and it only takes one to poison it, saying, oops, I forgot. I don't even live in New Hampshire. I hope no one else makes the same mistake. AstroTurfing small crowds by registering and not showing. That would explain how seats were empty, yet people were stacked outside to watch, and I'll show in a second. We are allowed to believe whatever we want because someone thought they were cute posting that AstroTurf tweet. People could say, well, it's just one guy. That's what it... So, he muddied it up. He proved it wasn't organic. Just because he couldn't keep his mouth shut. Think of the Mitch McConnell protests. People could say they were there to speak their mind, but we'll always remember that one person who said, we're going to stab the motherfucker. Or somebody should stab the motherfucker. People can now rightfully believe they were there to do just that now and not protest. They were there to assault. Because thanks to bad optics. I know optics is like a weird word, and it is, but you get what I'm saying. If the fire marshals wanted those seats to be filled, they would be filled. They had the resources. This is deeper. The Empty Seat MAGA Tour isn't about, it's an empty arena, because no one cares. It's trying to say that there's no support for Trump. It's way deeper than this. This is why people say, what do you care so much? Same people that'll care to register for an event and then not go will tell you, what do you care so much? Because that's every person when they get caught in a lie says, why do you care so much, dude? Why do you care so much? You're getting blown the fuck out. That's why you all of a sudden don't care. But the empty seat MAGA tour is not they can't physically fill the seats when they can't legally fill those seats. They want you to think that the support for Trump in general is empty, not the seats. It has nothing to do with the seats. They're just a placeholder, what I just said. When there are thousands of people outside watching Trump in New Hampshire on the big screen, etc., that destroys the can't fill the seats narrative. They want to think Trump can't get people to fill those seats. It's not about the seats. They want to think, and others to think, that Trump can't get people to fill the seats, when it's clearly fire marshals saying we can't fill the seats due to standard procedure. It's like somebody not wanting to go over the speed limit and someone saying, haha, your Corvette can't do 100. No, it's just because I want to follow the law doesn't mean that my car can't go over the speed limit. And my other video had some analogies in it that, give or take, whatever. If I remember them, I will. But when the entire rally of a candidate consists of how many people are in and outside of the venue, then any failure to show the entire scale is cropping by the media, etc. Because they always show the protest outside, so that apparently counts as the rally outside of it, right? When they want it to, like in DNC and all that stuff in 2016. And funny I mentioned 2016. I forgot to mention this in the first one, but it was implied. They're doing what they did in 2016. They're selling themselves short, saying, oh, the person we have to fight against isn't that big of a deal. And so you're lying to yourself. If you lie to yourself going up against Muhammad Ali or whoever, you're boxing and saying, Muhammad Ali isn't good at boxing. If you keep saying that to yourself, that doesn't mean that Muhammad Ali's not training. That doesn't mean that Trump's not filling up rallies. That doesn't mean that Trump's not busting his ass every day just because you don't want to think. It's like the kid closing their eyes. Oh, I can't see you, so you can't see me. That means I get to still be hider. I don't have to go seek people. You not seeing that somebody's found you doesn't mean that you haven't been found. But I said cropping in one of the tweets. I couldn't find it in the first one I did, and I don't think I'll be able to anyways again. But someone was like, photoshopping. I would like to see proof. And I was typing, and it was photos cropping. And I spell photoshopping one word anyways, because design-wise I just always have. Because it's a verb to me. But I was typing photos cropping. And I think I didn't have a space because I was typing so fast. And I didn't delete it because that always looked bad. So I just corrected it. And the person never... I corrected it and showed pictures, which I'll show you from Gateway Pundit, which the person just gave up. He didn't respond. Or whoever. You never know. Anyone who sees the outside overflow knows that the amount of people outside waiting, probably because some triggered person claimed their seats, because that's where the REEEsisters are in the culture war right now. They could easily fill those empty seats. You'll see in a minute. And people pretend like, well, that guy, oh, everybody's crying. They can fill the seats if they want to, just because I didn't register. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that you didn't fuck things up to start with. If you have trouble and you're on Facebook, right, and all your friends, message to all friends, I've got a car problem and I need it for work in the next week. Does anybody know how to fix it? Some person says, I can fix it. And then, okay, and then that means that all the other mechanics that could fix it think, they've got it. All right, I'll just chill. I'll do my own thing. They're not going to sit there and thinking that somebody who's claimed that they're going to fix it, they're not going to waste their time saying, well, I wonder if they don't fix it. So when the person that says, I'll do it, doesn't do it in weeks, they could say, well, I don't know why you're so mad at me for saying that I could do it, because there was other people that could clearly do it. I'm not your only mechanic friend. Yeah, but you fuck the process up, because when you say claim a seat, or when you claim that you can do something when someone asks, that means the pursuit is over for the time being until they figure out that you're lying about the seat or that you're not going to fix the car. That means that if you could know in advance that they were going to fall short or that somebody was bullshitting about seats, you can actively look for somebody to fill those seats. But you can't know that, if that makes sense. That's my analogy from earlier. And it's like the person said, oh, well, you could still get someone to fix your car. That's not the problem. The problem is that you reserved the right to fix my car and said that you could, and so the pursuit stopped. And you wasted all our resources when we could be looking for someone who actually does want to fill the seat, someone who actually does want to fix my car. And you're just jamming the whole thing up. and then do like these guys do. It really doesn't matter. You can actually, I'm not really claiming a ticket, but it messes the process up, and Secret Service doesn't like that shit at all. They like to know how many people is going to be there. The fire marshals do, everybody, and you're messing it up. But that's where they're at. So the rally wasn't empty just because the seats weren't filled. That's a stretch even for the usual suspects. This is where they're at right now in the culture war. Not only are they mentally lying to themselves that Trump isn't popular, they now have to sabotage to keep their worldview true, which it isn't, right? They're lying to themselves like they did in 2016. It's not good. The other analogy I had was, like, we'll see in the rally, that some of the seats were empty because of fire protocol and other things, and people say, oh, well, they can't fit a crowd, they can't fill the venue. There's a crowd outside that I'll show you that could clearly fill it if they could, but the protocol and the fire marshals lock people out because of the law. That'd be like saying, with a sedan, a 4-door sedan, right, 5 seats, all that, you could fit 5 people in it on the way to the beach, but if you got all your stuff in there, you might want 2 or 3. That doesn't mean that you're not able to fill the car up. And if you filled all 5 seats, in theory, if you want to talk volume, like these rallies are, if there weren't seats, if there weren't all this, and it was standing room and all that, with a car, you could fit 20 people in a car. We'd just be all like this, right? That doesn't mean that the car is not filled. Oh, you got 5 people in 5 seats, but the car is not literally filled. I mean, like, what the fuck? I mean, it's just, what a joke. But let me split my screen, and this is going way faster than it was. I'm already 16 minutes in, daggum. Here we go. Here it is. What the H? WTH. Thousands of supporters locked out of Trump rally as hundreds of empty seats in the New Hampshire arena went unfilled. And a lot of people could say, well, that's just conspiracy. You guys are just, so the people that run the venue, they're against Trump too. No, they're following the law. You're willfully ignoring that the law is there so that you can pretend like it couldn't be filled. Like my analogy with the speed limit. Well, I'm going to pretend that the speed limit doesn't exist. That way I can pretend that your car can't go 100 just because you want to follow the rules. Look, thousands of Trump supporters were locked out of the SNHU arena in Manchester, New Hampshire for Thursday's re-election campaign rally by President Trump, even though there were plenty of empty seats in the upper deck of the arena, and even a dozen seats were seen in the lower bowl in the corner behind Trump as he spoke to the near-capacity crowd. See, near capacity. A rally attendee said, quote, he watched authorities force away thousands of people trying to get into the SNHU that waited in line for hours, unquote. But the reason I'm bringing this up is not just, petty rally, or, I care what the liberals think, or, the REEEsisters. I mean, REEEsisters going to resist, right? But I can't resist, so to speak, because, like I said earlier, this is not one shot. This is them building a certain type of ammunition to use later. Politically speaking, politically speaking, they're going to use this again. They're going to put this bullet in the chamber when the 6th bullet hole comes back around in the revolver. Like I said, they'll go, this is whatever. This is, he's unfit. This and that. He's a Russian. Spies. They're going to cycle through it, and this one will be back, and I want people to be ready for it. Look, here it is. Kayleigh McEnany, Lord forgive me, I'm rusting. Wifey, right? Photos taken out from inside and outside the 11,000 capacity arena show thousands outside watching the rally on a large outdoor TV, while 700 seats were made empty. Seem to be empty inside. Seem to be empty yet. Thousands watching outside the Manchester, New Hampshire arena. Here's somebody. I'm not going to read all their names. There is nothing like a Trump rally. So much energy, so many dedicated supporters. The doors closed. Thousands stayed to watch outside. Hashtag CAG. Hashtag New Hampshire politics. Look at this. You don't think this could fill? You don't think this could fill that? Here's another one. People outside the Trump rally that couldn't get in. Look, here's the Jumbotron. Look at all these people, right? They're there in their gear. They're clearly ready. You don't think people wouldn't go in if people were to ask them, hey, we got some empty seats. You want to fill them? Here it is again. Many of these people now gathered outside the arena had tickets to listen to President Trump inside, but were prevented from doing so due to crowd size. So the crowd is so big that it actually breaks protocol of fire marshals to go in and fill it up. That's contrary to not having a crowd size. That's the exact opposite. Look at this. Overflow outside the real Donald Trump, Manchester, New Hampshire. Overflow tonight, or rally tonight. Look at this. That's a lot of people. Even people out here might even be protesters. Like I said, they'll show the protesters outside. That's part of the rally. Oh, there was some turmoil, blah, blah, blah. They'll bring that up outside. They'll count outside for that. Many of these people, and like I said, this is not cropping physically like photoshopping, literally the photos. This is cropping the narrative that there's people not outside. Oh, like the kid, oh, if you can't see me, I'm not it. Oh, if we can't see the crowds outside, they weren't there. Many of these people now gathered outside the arena, had tickets to listen to President Trump inside, but we've been them doing so to the large crowd. Look at this. This looks like a lot of people to me. Looks like a lot of people. Interesting, because there were plenty of seats inside, see, and this guy's not being a smarmy guy. He's saying for real. See, I'll show you the flag thing. See, look, there's the flag. See, behind it, kind of. There's some people, but I don't know what they're doing. But some of them might be blocked. But you don't have to make excuses, because there's no excuses, because it's the law that they couldn't feel it. Trump loves to claim his rallies are sold out and overflowing into the streets outside. They were. A rare Fox camera pan to the top of the arena at tonight's Trump rally in New Hampshire shows empty seats. Oh, they love panning the cameras now, don't they? Lewandowski and Trump in the distance. There's Trump right there. I've seen him in person, technically, because I went to a rally in 2016. Very cool. Additional protesters interrupting Trump's rally here tonight in Manchester and highlighting there are more empty seats than usual in upper sections as the president passed the 75-minute mark. Yeah, this chick was the one that's talking about smarmy. Look, noting that when Trump says the stadium is full, there are literally empty seats behind him. Literally. Like, why do you have to say literally when things are manifested physically? That they're automatically literal. Yeah, those aren't great seats, but some obstructed by the flag, but that is not full. See, the last part is decently objective, but she said literally. She had to do the crap. She has to throw in the rat poison with the good food. Like rat poison set up, it's really 1% rat poison. It's 99% true. I mean, it's true that their seats were empty, but the 1% rat poison is what I'm after. The part where they're acting like it couldn't be filled. With thousands outside, question as to why empty seats at the president campaign rally, Manchester, New Hampshire, screen image via C-SPAN. And I really am talking fast. I'm giving Ben Shaziro a run for his money because I really want to catch up and get this crap done. Not that it's a chore, but once you mess up on a video, you guys know. You got to remember what you did and get it done. President Trump at campaign rally, Manchester, New Hampshire, screen image via C-SPAN. Trump rally, keep America great again. See? That's a lot. Look at Trump's face. President Trump at campaign rally in Manchester, New Hampshire, screen image via C-SPAN. Resist and refuse the left. See, this person uses literally too. I'll hold them accountable, but they're using it, like, not in a sassy bitch way. At real Donald Trump, why are they turning away thousands of people outside of the arena right now? Meanwhile, there are literally thousands of people of empty seats in here. Literally thousands and thousands of pro-Trump people outside the whole time trying to get in, but they had to stand outside and watch the big screen where the authorities not letting people in. And see, they didn't walk away after they said, I can't get in. These people love Trump so much that they want to see him on the screen, and that's enough. They're just around him. They're around other people like minds, right? So the sport's there. They want you to believe it's not. Or they want themselves to believe it's not. Estimates of 12,000 people inside the rally. I personally think the same amount remained outside because they couldn't get in. And you would never do that if you wanted to fill it. Because it's the law that they couldn't. Look at all those empty seats. Look at this. Why are they turning away thousands of people? It says, see, look, yeah, I watched the authorities force away thousands of people trying to get in and waited in line for hours. At real Donald Trump, I wonder why authorities, thousands of people are trying to get into the arena that waited in line for hours. What the fuck? WTF? People waited for hours in insane lines, all turned away. They are pissed off. I would be too. Traffic was backed up for 10 miles getting to the Trump rally. And this is why he always says, I don't want to go to Mar-a-Lago or my Trump Tower or this and that in New York, because everything, Secret Service has to have it walled off. Everything has to be done around Trump. Then the media can say, oh, Trump gets to stop traffic because he can't stay away. Then when Trump says what they say, he says, I don't want to go to my places. I'll just stay here in the White House because I don't want to back up traffic. Oh, look at Trump. He thinks he's so important that he'll stop traffic. Oh, look at Trump. Oh, poor Trump has to sit in the White House during vacation. Which is it? Joel B. Paula, he's a good follow. Traffic 10 miles outside of Trump rally, Manchester, # New Hampshire. See, look. But seriously, it's just the funniest shit ever to watch people freak out. And there's political dank house. See, look, there's my video. See, there's no sound. What? 12 views and no sound. Nah, okay. But what I'm trying to say is, it's just crazy. But what I was going to say, this actually worked out. Maybe God's plan. I said all this crap before, like 3 minutes worth. Now it'll be at the end, so you guys can get right into what I think. Since I last joined you all, I was at a t-shirt place for first shift. My news job that said go out and get a job just in case this falls through, right? It started competing Tuesday through Saturday, 12:30 to 8:30 p.m. 100%. I couldn't go in and out based off as long as I got the work done production wise, and so it just wasn't going to work. But I'm doing more stuff. T-shirts might be coming out, and it's just, I'm in a good place right now. Hoping you guys enjoy this. God bless you all. Feeling froggy, then hop. See work done, hop to it. Remember this information that I tell you, that we'll be using it again. They don't use a narrative once and just throw it away. How many times have they falsely accused Trump with sexual misconduct? It wasn't just, oh, Blasey Ford's going to be our only thing. No. Numerous women come forward. It's a dry run. This was a test run for a new narrative, the New Hampshire thing, and I'm telling you, it will happen again. I should love it because they're digging themselves a trap like they were, but I just want them to know, and that you guys know, you guys can shoot yourself in the foot if you want, but we still see you bleeding out of your foot. They want us to think that we can't see them doing it. But anyways, God bless, guys. Have an awesome weekend. Stay froggy.